All right, are you ready? Hi, I'm Betsy McBride and I'm a soloist with American Ballet Theater. Join our journey. So I grew up in Texas, a suburb outside of Dallas, and I started dancing when I was 3, but that's just kind of like, skipping around and having fun. I started professionally dancing for Texas Ballet Theater when I was 14 years old. So I danced there for 8 seasons, and then after that I felt that I'd really kind of done all the roles I wanted to do there and had a lot of great experiences there, but I was ready to broaden my horizons. So I joined ABT in 2015, and one of the main things that drew me to ABT was the fact that we're a touring company and we get to travel the world and perform on all these amazing world-class stages. We tour several times a year. Mostly we tour domestically, but we also get to tour internationally, which is really wonderful and an amazing experience. Most of the year we work here and we rehearse and prepare all of our performances here in New York. And then we tour several times a year. In December, we always go to Orange County, California for the Nutcracker. And that's always a really fun tour because it's sort of our home away from home. We go there at least once a year, sometimes more. So we have all our favorite restaurants and places we like to go, and we have a big audience there that really loves us, returning every year. Something that's really special about ABT is that we get to tour internationally. We get to travel all over the world. Some of my favorite tours that we've done internationally are Paris, Singapore, Hong Kong, and Oman. And it's always really wonderful because when we get there, we always have a free day after traveling. So we get to do a lot of sightseeing and really take in the culture, and it's always a really bonding and fun experience for the dancers. It's always really interesting and wonderful to see how different audiences respond. Some places we go and it's a little bit more reserved, and some places it's really rowdy, and it's interesting when we're in New York. The audience obviously really knows us, so they have more of a critical eye and they see the differences between different performances, whereas when we go abroad, maybe they don't know us as people and they have sort of a different perspective. It's always really wonderful to see the different audience members at stage doors. Obviously in New York, a lot of people know us, but it's really fascinating and cool when we go to the stage door, especially abroad, and people know us through social media, and they've been dreaming to see us, and they're so happy that we've traveled to their country and have performed in their theaters. It's really wonderful to see how many people are huge fans of ABT all over the world. We have some fans that really follow us personally, and they show up at the stage door at every show and talk to us, and we really build a relationship with them. I had a few people that I've built relationships at the stage door with over the years bring me wedding gifts when I got married, which is really sweet to see how invested they really are in all of us. So ABT Across America was a really unique, amazing experience that ABT came up with during COVID. It was a way to still be able to do our art form safely and to bring our art to different cities across America. We followed a lot of strict COVID protocols, and we were basically in a quarantined bubble. We had 8 buses and 1 truck that basically unfolded into our stage, and we went from city to city in these buses. There were 5 sleeper buses and then 3 production buses. So essentially we lived on the bus when we weren't staying in hotels, which was a really interesting and fun experience. The first time we saw the buses was really cool. I think none of us knew what to expect, but the first time we saw them, they had these huge pictures of us all over the bus, and then we would travel together in these buses, and so I think it was just a really interesting and cool thing to be a part of. It was really a cool experience because we were able to perform for our biggest amount of audience members ever. We had about 7,000 people at our first performance in Lincoln, Nebraska. And we honestly all felt like rock stars because we were out on the stage in this field, and you couldn't even see grass for like a while. There was just like crowds of people, and they were so rowdy cheering us on, and we even did encores, which I've never done in my whole life as a dancer. So that was a really amazing experience. I think ABT across America really made the art form feel more accessible to people, and it actually introduced ballet and ABT to a lot of people. We got such good feedback from everyone saying it was the first time they'd ever seen ballet, and they absolutely loved it, and they can't wait to see more, and they would look up more of our performances. Touring is such an essential part of ABT, and we wouldn't be able to do it without our gracious supporters. By becoming a member of ABT, you are supporting all areas of ABT, including our touring. If you become a member before December 31st, your donation will be matched.